I have a background in surgery. I'm a licensed paralegal. I have three businesses, a makeup company, a radio show, and a DNA testing company. I travel all over the world. I'm definitely a boss.
Mentality is uberly important, truth, like you mentioned, right? And you can't eat hope, Coco. You can't eat manifestation, right? But y'all keep talking about, oh, this is my mindset. I'm gonna get busy. Prove it, right? A lot of people come in my gym acting like they can fight until it's time to fight. Then they realize they can't fight and need to start from day one, to square one. You know? So where are we really? Because Coco, you said you didn't agree with the term, but as you spoke, you actually did.
Thing about women, they're going to find a way to squeeze in there under some type of category. Well, I could be bad, but as long as I'm fat, but I'm pretty, I'm bad. No, bad is just strictly an aesthetic. And one thing about a woman, they are going to find some type of way. Well, I'm not really a whore because I just slept with 50 men, but I only put one penis in my mouth. Y'all like to some type of way to squeeze in there. Like, I'm going to get in here one way or another. And the harsh.
Yeah, and to the what was the lady that made the comment to what I was saying? Let me catch your name again.
Sarah. Sorry.
You said Skylar?
Sarah.
Okay. So Sarah, okay, so you said the blind can't lead the blind and you can't lead being broke. So it depends on the season that you're in. So like I was going back to what I was saying. I'll just use myself as an example, okay? Because I've had some moments in time where I've been broke from circumstances or situations that has happened to me, but I'm still a boss, okay? I have a background in surgery. I'm a licensed paralegal. I have three businesses, a makeup company, a radio show, and a DNA testing company. I travel all over the world. I'm definitely a boss. But at the end of the day, I still experience preterm labor with my child. It put me in the hospital for several months, and I have a child that's on the spectrum. And so navigating through that, I had to choose my situation and circumstance for where I was right now. But I'm also married. Okay. So I have a provider in my life. But I went from being in a masculine situation to becoming a wife and not having to worry about paying bills and doing things like that. So at the end of the day, people will look at that as being broke or whatever because I'm not, going out working. But my situation and circumstance took a turn. Does that mean that I'm not a boss? Absolutely not, because I can still stand up. If my husband falls down, I'll still be able to stand up. I'm a hustler by nature, but sometimes life can, take a turn. I'm still a leader. I'm still bossed up, but I know my place, and I also know that there's seasons and reasons, and that can be for male and female. Sometimes guys will choose to, get their education or to start businesses, and their money may not reflect what us women think that the guy needs to have to be leaders or to be in a relationship, but that can change overnight. So that's why I'm coming from the space that I'm coming from.
Can I say something? I don't know if y'all can y'all hear me.
I can hear you.
We can hear you. Hold up, explicit. Go ahead, Naeem. Real quick.
So I want to say something. Just thinking back in history, like some of the greatest leaders of the world were never known for having money. So I don't necessarily agree that money makes you a leader or not. Like how much money did Malcolm X have and Martin Luther King or Harriet Tubman or
Right.
fucking or Fred Hampton? These guys were never known for money, but their mindset was what made them a leader, what made them a boss. So I don't necessarily think
Clock
that
it.
money equates to leadership ability or boss ability, and I don't see anything wrong with a woman being a boss. It's like you got to pick and choose. First, if a woman's a gold digger, it's thumbs down for that. But when she's say I'm a boss, I get on my own, it's thumbs down for that too. Like you got to pick a side. What's wrong with a woman what's wrong with a woman being Ric Flair, going woo, styling and pro? What's wrong with that? Like I don't understand. What's wrong with that? Like I see a lot of people who hate like Carissa Shields, for example, because of the way she talks and she's cocky and all that. But they championed Floyd. They love Floyd for that. Ali did the same thing. Like, what's wrong with a woman knowing she's it? You know what I mean? I don't see anything wrong with. I would want my daughter to. I would want my daughter to have a boss mentality.
That's right.
It don't got to be a boss B. We can take the B off and put chick or whatever you want to call it. So that's my little 2 cents
Well,
right
I
there.
think, sorry if I'm interrupting. I think that there needs to be a clear definition of what boss B is referring to, right? Are we referring to the attitude? Are we referring to the characteristics and the traits that, that make a woman a boss? Like, what are
That's
we
fair.
exactly referring to?
I love how you said that. I like that.
So let me expound for a second, right? Because all of that was decent, right? A boss is a person who is in charge of workers or a group or an organization. So no, you don't necessarily have to have money to be in charge of people, but what a boss is somebody that can put you in position. So we can move the goalposts and play with a whole bunch of words, but usually when a woman says that she's a boss bitch, not only is it an aesthetic, not only is it a lifestyle, but it's also a bank account associated as well. So let's stick straight to that. Like we could play around with it and go over here. We can talk about Malcolm X, who had a lot of influence, but he had a lot of power. He had a lot of men behind him. But when we talk about a boss bitch, which I hate the word bitch too, it's tasteless.
Yeah, it's tasteless.
Bitch, they're usually talking about the money they have, the accolades they have, and the influence and power that they have. And so the initial question was, or is it a flex to a man for a woman to be a boss bitch? And so Sarah said no. Coco said
No.
Yes. Naeem, you would love
It's
to
not a
said
flex.
no.
Okay,
I say yes. I say yes.
Naeem
say
said
no.
yes. And Hot Boy Twin, why are you saying it's not a flex for a woman
Well,
to be a boss
it's not a flex because sometimes when a woman feels she a boss, she feel like she gonna dominate her man and she's in charge and she want to lead because she make more money. Well, you need to be with another woman then, because at the end of the day, if you such of a fucking boss, your man, you looking down at him. So like you said, a boss is a leader. If you fall off, the leader don't fall off. You get what I'm saying? So if you a boss, why you want to be a boss woman if your man can't even give you input because you make more money with him? He shouldn't worry about how much money she makes.
Why a woman being a boss immediately has to emasculate a man immediately?
Because women always be dominated over their
But why
money.
can't he just be a boss too? Like,
I mean,
Exactly. Why
I'm
can't
I'm
two
a
be
boss, but
bosses?
I don't want a boss woman.
Hold
I
up.
mean, I've been running businesses all my life, but I'd rather take the janitor at my job who's more feminine. I don't care how much money she makes. I don't care about that.
Why does being a boss mean she not? I'm actually a boss in my real life. I own a business. I'm a mother of 3 children. I'm a boss of my house. I'm the boss.
I had a lot of them like that, and it just don't work like that. When a man
But
is
when I
dominant,
come to my man, that is like the one place I tell him all the time, I can be soft with him. I melt.
Substance.
I'm like a
So
baby.
so why
substance.
why
She
didn't
gotta
you and
have
the
substance.
why didn't you and the janitor work then? For
Huh?
example.
No,
Why didn't you and the
I
janitor
said
work?
I'd rather have a janitor or something because I don't care about how much money. Like I say, the money don't define a person. But if the woman has a lot of money, she always say, "Oh, my friend, he just did this or did that because of the money." It shouldn't be about that. You know, if you pick right, you should be good.
As an actual person, an actual entrepreneur, you know, and I'm sure other people are entrepreneurs too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men, we love when our women do simple things. Like I like when my woman cook for me, right? I like when she do my meal prep. That's so important to me. I don't know why I like it. I just love when she do that, right? So, but me as a boss, it's certain tasks that I can't concern myself with other places. As an entrepreneur, as a leader of a business, right?
Yes.
I'm not sweeping floors. I'm not doing the little small tasks because I have no business there. Which typically a boss, you know, B word, right? She has no. I don't got no business cooking in here for you. Like nigga, we can get maids. We can get maids. We can get chefs. We can have people cook. We can go buy some food, right? Because she also like as a boss should. This thing I'm way more valuable leading this company doing big things than to cook you a meal, which a lot of us men appreciate those small things because at the end of the day, we just men.
Yes.
So you wouldn't want a woman that make more money than you?
Would I want a woman that make more money than me?
Yeah.
I can't imagine that happening, but I wouldn't. Not ideally, no.
Oh, I guess we different. I love that. I love a woman make more money than me.
Okay. No, explain that. Explain that.
I mean, simple. It's simple. If you make more than her 8 times out of 10, she wants you to cover everything. So if she make more than me, we go out. I don't even got to do like the fake. She don't even got to do like you know how basically ain't no faking when it comes to the bill. Like you know, she might cover it, or she might say, hey, if you know you like basketball. She might like basketball. It's a games. Want to go to the game? She might cover the ticket. So it's just a simple fact that if she has money, more money than you, she don't have to be a bill to you.
Okay, so you would like a woman that had more money than you because it would save you money. Possibly, is that what you're saying?
Of course, 1,000%. I would love that.
Okay.
What about
I would love that. I would love a woman with more money than me.
You gotta date
Listen,
her.
I know what I am. All of that real man. That's not. You're not a real man. Listen, they say you're not a real man if you ask a woman for money. I'm not a real man then. Like I'm not a real man. I don't know what award I get for being a real man. Like take me out of that. Like you know what I mean. Like you're demasculated. I know who I am. When I go to the bathroom. I grab a penis when I use the bathroom when I pick a pee. Like I know what I am. So her income, my income don't determine if I'm a man or not. Like that's some, I don't know what the fuck that come from.
You
Like
necessarily have to make more money than you in order for that to happen. Like I date dudes who make way more money than me, and I still spoil my. What do that got to do with it?
Yeah.
Because I'm spoiling mine, baby.
you said your man make more, but you still treat him.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And
That's what a woman's
kudos.
supposed to do.
then
Oh
kudos
yeah.
to you. That means that's even
So,
doper. But
so,
obviously, that's not the norm. You're an exception to the rule, probably. You
so
know what I'm
Yeah,
before
saying?
we
I'm
get,
sure
That's
that's
normal.
hold
very
on,
That's
normal.
actually normal.
hold up. So before we get too far going with this, right? We're gonna clean it up a little bit, and then I'll let everybody cook. You know how they want to cook, right? So let me just say this, right? A boss, I don't think that being a boss is a masculine thing, right? I don't even believe that there's a such thing as, especially in today's society, as a so-called gender-specific role within a house. Like the young lady said, my wife's a boss. My wife's a multimillionaire, but when she comes in the house, she's a wife. So I think that that's the issue that we're getting with a lot of these women who get in these positions of having a certain amount of money or a certain amount of status. They don't know how to come off and take that. They don't know how to come home and take the hat off. And I think that that's the issue with a lot of these men. You can be the boss in the world, you be that. But when you come in the house, it's time to let your ponytail down. And so I think that a lot of these women have been independent so long that when you start to get in relationships with them because they've been self-sufficient so long, they kind of put you into a situation where it's a dick measuring contest. And I don't think that
Yes.
any man wants to feel like him and his girlfriend are
Yes.
going to combat in the house about who's the man and who's who. So I understand what Sarah was saying, because I definitely, I get that perspective and from that way. But I also get what Ryan, is it Ryan, R-I-A-N? But I also get what she's saying. I'm a single mother, I'm a boss, but I know how to flip the switch. And that's a rarity for most women. That is a rarity. Not a lot of women know how to flip the switch. They'll
Right.
literally want you to come in the house and outman them. And that is why a lot of men feel away about these she bosses. But go ahead if
So,
anybody.
if I
Yeah.
may, so automatically when I hear the term boss B, like I'm thinking of the attitude that's associated with it.
Okay.
Right. That's why I'm not you'll never hear that come out of my mouth, right?
Mhm.
So I don't find it feminine to use that term. I don't find it feminine. I don't find it whatever ladylike. I just don't like it, right? And you can be a boss and not have to proclaim to the world that I'm a boss,
Yes.
right? You don't need to say everything. Just
So
do it. Just
can
lead.
I piggyback off of what you're saying real quick? Because I didn't get to answer the question. So for me, I think it's a flex for somebody else to call you that.
Yes.
When you calling yourself that, no,
That's
it's not flex.
self-proclaiming.
I think when
Right.
somebody else is going, nah, that's she a boss. Like you gotta understand, like she a boss. Like for me to walk
Yes.
around and be like, I'm a self-proclaimed boss bitch, like that's cool and all, but it's kind of corny to me.
It's
Yes.
very
Yes.
But when somebody else is giving it to you and going, nah, you don't understand, she a boss. Like that's something completely fucking different.
Yes.
I ain't
I
mad at
agree.
that. All right. So how about this? And then we'll wrap this topic up. So this is my feeling. I feel like traditional men don't want a boss bitch, and that is where I'm going to land the plane with that. Hamp, you can get into the next topic, and we can just keep it rocking and rolling.
Yeah, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Salute everybody in the chat. Please super chat. Please hit the like button. I mean, that helps the channels the most, man. I think we doing well, truth. But there was so much oxymoronic things that was said.
Okay.
Like for instance, Ryan said, "Oh, I think we can both be bosses." I ain't never seen a castle with two flags.
No.
And how you do anything is how you do everything. So we hope that they can turn it off when they get home. But if you doing that for 10 hours a day, it's highly unlikely and unrealistic, right? I also keep hearing everybody talking about how many LLCs they got. If you ain't generating a profit or turning a revenue, I don't want to hear that shit.
That's a fact.
Mhm.
So we keep on saying, I've done this and I've done that. Can you prove it? And the mentality is uberly important, truth, like you mentioned, right? And you can't eat hope, Coco. You can't eat manifestation, right? But I keep talking about, oh, this is my mindset. I'm gonna get busy. Prove it, right? A lot of people come in my gym acting like they can fight until it's time to fight. Then they realize they can't fight and need to start from day one, to square one. So where are we really? Because Coco, you said you didn't agree with the term, but as you spoke, you actually did.
Well, I just gave my 2 cents on what I
No, it was
think.
10 cents. It was a lot. But I think I
My-
just want you to organize it. You know what I mean? Like, so
that's why I took a couple steps back, and I just
Okay.
was like, it just depends on where you're at. Like when Sarah was saying, she felt that a boss bitch was a mentality, and then
Yeah.
some people might look at it as a financial aspect. So I was just trying to speak to both, and just So, but I feel you though.
Well, what you did was make it a one size fit all type thing, and that's the issue that we have with society, and especially with women. One thing about women, they're going to find a way to squeeze in there under some type of category. Well, I could be bad, but as long as I'm fat, but I'm pretty, I'm bad. No, bad is just strictly an aesthetic. And one thing about a woman, they are going to find some type of way. Well, I'm not really a whore because I just slept with 50 men, but I only put one penis in my mouth. Y'all like
It's
to
always a
find some
loophole.
type of way to squeeze in there. Like I'm going to gonna get in here one way or another. And the harsh
Right.
reality is you can't be broke and be a boss bitch. They just do not go
Right.
together. It
You know.
just
For
doesn't.
sure.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?